The new normal for buying a new Toyota Tacoma. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. And that's right, I think we have entered a new normal for buying a brand new Toyota Tacoma. You know, this has been going on for quite a while now. We're approaching, 2 years? Maybe 2.5 years? And I don't think things are going to change anytime soon. It seems to me that we have entered a new normal for buying the Toyota Tacoma. Now, what I'm talking about in a nutshell is just being able to walk in, walk the line. Remember when you used to walk the line? I think that's something that car salesmen always said when you went in. Well, let's go walk the line. You can pick out one that you like, and then we'll talk about it. We'll go in the office, sit down, battle for 3 or 4 or 5 hours, and then you can go in and deal with the finance manager a little bit longer, and you can leave here after half the day's gone with your brand new Toyota Tacoma. Those days are over. First of all, no more new inventory. You know, I've been seeing this for quite a while now. Rarely is there any inventory on the lot, and if there is, it might be 1 or 2 trucks, and that's it. Not much to choose from, not many options, certainly no color options. It's either white, black, gray, or silver, typically. Now, you might get the odd one because they do come in allocations, right? Each dealership is given an allocation of trucks every week, month, whatever it is, whatever their schedule is. So they're earmarked for that dealership. They're coming in no matter what. Now, if somebody puts their name on one and doesn't follow through, that's when you're going to see them on the lots. Or if it's just such a horrid configuration of the Tacoma, maybe that one will make it to the lot as well. But even those don't last very long. So we're not going to see any big inventories like we did before. And I think on the dealership's end, that's probably a good thing for them. For you see, they don't have to commit funds. They don't have to buy those trucks from the manufacturers, leave them sit on the lots, and then pay taxes on them at the end of the year or whatever when they don't sell. Not like they used to do. Because if they can sell trucks that are allocated before they even get there, that's perfect. Now, the challenge for the dealerships and the manufacturers is to have the right number of trucks allocated to them. Ideally, they would want to sell or have spoken for every truck that's allocated to them before it ever hits the lot. That's kind of like a just-in-time sales philosophy, right? You bring them in just in time to sell them to the customer. You don't have to carry any inventory. You don't have to pay any taxes on anything sitting there at the end of the year. Number 2, no more salesmen. Now, this can be a plus and a minus. You know, right now, because we still do have the throngs of salesmen there, which I find kind of ironic. You have all these sales guys, and sometimes they're lined up right at the entrance. I drove by my Toyota dealership the other day, and there were 5 or 6 guys standing at the entrance, right where you turn into the dealership, just waiting to nab anybody that might come in. But the problem is, there's no Tacomas on the lot. There were hardly any Toyotas on the lot. So what do they really have to sell, and how in the world are these guys making any money? I mean, primarily they get paid on commission. Commission to do what? Talk to you? I don't think we're going to see salesmen around for a lot longer. I think we're going to have some kind of a consultant or customer liaison. In other words, when you go in, they'll just whip out a list. Here's all the trucks that we have that are allocated that are coming in. This is what you can pick from. And then you either do, you don't. Of course, you'll have to put down some kind of deposit or something, which is money the dealership can earn interest on, by the way, until those trucks come in and they actually have to fund the sale. That's what I think we're going to see. More of an allocation setup with just a customer liaison. They'll probably be paid an hourly rate, probably with some little commission, who knows, because after all, they still do want to browbeat you to get you to commit to that allocated truck. But it's not going to be like it was before, where that eye candy is sitting right there and they can turn the screws until they can convince you to actually pony up and buy it. Number 3, be prepared to wait. That's the new norm when it comes to buying a brand new Toyota Tacoma. be prepared to wait. If you're buying one on allocation, it means it's not done. It's somewhere in the building process, and that can be just in the schedule. So they haven't even started it yet. Now, you hope that it's beyond that it's already got a VIN number, they've already started building it, maybe it's even on a truck already, headed to the dealership. That's ideal. But it could take anywhere from, I've heard, 1 to 2 or 3 months to get one of those allocated trucks. It just depends on where they're at in the schedule. So you have to be prepared to wait. Number 4, MSRP or leave. That's it. We don't have to deal and barter on these trucks because they're selling as fast as they can bring them in. Why would you dicker on a truck that you know everybody wants? Somebody else is going to buy it if you don't. These days, it almost seems like you're lucky to get MSRP. And for me, that's horrible. You know, until recently when I bought that truck, I have never paid MSRP for anything. You always go in and get something off. You know, I had a grandfather years ago. He would always go in and pay MSRP. And I always thought, you know, why wouldn't you ask for something off? You know, even if it's $500, that's $500 in your pocket instead of theirs. Never made sense to me, but that's the way that it is today. If you want a brand new Tacoma, you're probably going to pay at least MSRP and maybe even some sort of market adjustment, depending on what dealership you're working with. Lastly, you can still build a Toyota Tacoma. I built one a couple years ago. It was a 2020, optioned it out the way that I wanted, and I waited 5 months to get it. That's the other problem. It depends on how patient you are. I'm not a very patient person, but I did soldier through and waited to get that truck. I gotta say, I would not do it again. No way am I gonna wait that long to get a brand new truck. I'm gonna settle, probably, and buy one from allocation. I'm just too impatient to wait. Now, there is a benefit to building one. Obviously, you get what you want. You don't pay for more than what you want, hopefully, although I seem to for options I didn't really need. But that's MSRP again, going back to MSRP. You know, you're probably not going to pay a market adjustment based on a truck that you're building. Because after all, it doesn't really exist yet. It doesn't cost the dealership any more money to do that. It's kind of like a gravy sale for them, right? It's a sale that they haven't committed to, nothing that's on allocation, nothing that they're going to be able to sell to somebody else because it doesn't exist unless you buy it. So you might have a little bit more bargaining power if you buy one from a build standpoint. Go ahead, spec it out, build it, and then wait that period of time to get it in. Anyway, I just wanted to get on. It seems to me that we are in a new normal for buying a brand new Toyota Tacoma. I don't look for it to change anytime soon, unfortunately. I think it's just take it or leave it. Grab one out of allocation or walk away, just the way that it is. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this new Tacoma buying normal. Are you happy with it? Or would you rather go back to the way it used to be? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. RobMotive MT, all about mini trucks, currently the Hyundai Santa Cruz, and RobMotive JT, all about Jeep Gladiators. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.